in-laws place in the little back guest room. I got a friend with me. Two of them, actually. Tilly, where you at? Where's Tilly? Where's Tilly? Come here. Oh, this is Dorothy. She's with me. And then the other little pup's in here as well. Come on, Tilly, get up here. Tilly, what are you doing? This is Tilly. This is my mother-in-law's dog. She's a little guy. She likes to smother you. What are you doing? She is my bud though. Both of these two. Huh, Tilly? You want to do the stream with me for a little bit? So I won't be doing a regular scheduled stream tonight. I thought about making him. What had happened was we're at my mother-in-law's. I got real spotty reception here, and this is the only room where I hopefully consistently get some reception. We get stuck here tonight because we had real bad ice storm, and so I had heard that the road shut down towards my place. Thank you, AJC, for $10. Says, hope I had a blessed Christmas. I did, man. I'm very lucky, and I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas as well. It's absolutely tremendous. I can't say enough about my family and just what a good time I've had. I wanted to stream a little more, but we had between going to places and then people coming and visiting, it just didn't seem right to cut things short to come up and stream. So I do apologize. I'm in Pennsylvania, so I'm about an hour and 45 minutes north of Pittsburgh, northeast of Pittsburgh. So it's pretty bad here. We left early to come to my in-laws today because they were calling for a warning. It's supposed to be bad up until about like 7 a.m. tomorrow, and then I'm supposed to go with my parents. Last Friday we had a special trip that we always take to a town called Sharon. They have a Christmas store called Crane Export. They have Santa Claus and a bunch of Christmas trees. We were supposed to go last Friday, and we had an ice storm. So we decided not to go, and instead we planned it with my parents tomorrow. And unfortunately, it's looking pretty crappy, but the weather's supposed to let up by about 7 a.m. So we're hoping if we leave my in-laws here, get home, and then get ready to go, hopefully we'll be able to make it out there without incident. So that's the plan. But yeah, my Christmas has been absolutely amazing. I got a new friend, which I thought maybe you guys would be excited to see. I basically can't hide it. So I got this nice new pimple. Look at that for Christmas. Merry Christmas, It's always nice to have, new people joining the family. So there. I don't know how long this guy plans to stay with me, but there you have it. I, t- I told my friend about it. He was like, "You should hang a stocking from it." I was like, yeah, you know. But yeah, I've been doing some work behind the scenes. A lot of work with Word War coming up, so we're gonna start really hitting the ground running starting tomorrow. As I came into the room here, like in my reception kicked on, I missed like 5 phone calls, including from my friend Carlos, my friend Avarice. I just had no idea they called, and I also missed a call from the Word War people as well. So I feel terrible about that. But where I'm at, it's just like if you're in the living room and stuff, you don't really get reception. Uh, it's spotty. Sometimes it comes and goes, but it is not a tumor. That's right, Postal Geo. Um, so yeah, this is just a little stream just to let people know what's been going on. We'll hit the ground running with Word War. I got some other projects to announce coming at the turn of the new year. Plan is we'll stream tomorrow night at 10 if I can. I say no reason that shouldn't be the case. Try to do the same Sunday as well. And then I didn't miss a call from old Joe. Thank goodness. I've been worried. um, Tilly, what are you barking at down there? Oh, thank you. Tilly wanted out. Dorothy will stay with me though. Come here. Dorothy got a new Christmas handkerchief. Come on. Come here. Can you show her? Oh boy, she is pretty. Are you pretty? Oh my. Dorothy's my dog. She loves me. She's an my wife's brother was here today and he was petting her and you could tell I was like, Dorothy, did you find a new friend? And she like came over and jumped on my lap. It's like saying like, no, 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 you're still my bud. We're still buds. Yeah. She's a good girl. She had a good Christmas. My son, we got him this thing. It's called NEX is the name of the company, Next Playground. And it's like It's a game console, but it's like just a little cube, and you pay like a yearly subscription. So I think it's like 89 bucks for the year, and it's got like, I don't know, 70, 80 games on it. But it's sort of like the old what did they call it? Like the Xbox Connect, was that the name of it? Where it's like a camera and then you're the controller, like you move your arms and your legs and stuff and you're the controller. And so it's got like a bunch of games like Bluey, and it had like a Cookie Monster cookie game, and like the one he likes the most, though, it's not even a game, it's just fun camera filters. So like you could throw lightning, like you if you go like this and it's called the Next Playground, is the thing that I got, and he loves it so far. It's just like quirky little stupid stuff. Like it'll do like the Funhouse mirror, like you stretch, and then some of the games we're playing, like the Bluey game. It puts a balloon on the screen, and you got to keep the balloon. It's like two players. You got to keep like jumping around to keep the balloon in the air and not leave it hit the ground. It's fun. He really enjoys it, and then he got a ton of just stuff. My mom and dad got him a like National Geographic. It's almost like like I don't know what. Oh, Orca Speaks. Thanks so much. $5 says, where there's a dog, there's a loyalty. Oh, look at that. They're doing whip song puns with you, Dorothy. What do you think of that? You like it? Come here. Oh, yeah, yeah, good girl. Can you say hi, everyone? Look, you see yourself in there? She's like, yeah, I don't care about that. She is such a good dog. I'm so lucky to have her. Um, but yeah, it's gemstones, and you get a little digging kit, and you like dig in this, like it's like hardened sand, like almost like plaster, and you dig in it, and then you get these little gemstones, and it comes with a little magnifying glass and a list of the 10 types of gemstones it could be. Hank loved it because one, you get to dig and make a mess, and then the other thing is, I kept calling him Professor Hank, and I was like, okay, Professor Hank, which stone is this? And he'd be like, let me get my magnifying glass, and was checking that out. So that was a lot of fun. He got a telescope, uh, and we couldn't get it. It was a little foggy last night, so we didn't really get a chance to use it that much. But he's very excited about that. And he got a bunch of space themed stuff, like a cool book to tell you like things to look at through the sky when you're looking at a telescope, and just a bunch of other stuff. My wife's gift to me, which was absolutely amazing, she got me a tent and sleeping bags for me and my son, so we could have a slumber party. And he is so excited. So sometime here before New Year's, even if it's just in the living room, we're gonna set that tent up, and we're gonna have a dad and Hank slumber party. So she is just the absolute. She's the best wife, and she really is. She could really gets amazing gifts. We got her. Me and my son got her a new bedroom set, like blankets and things like that. Wade Boggs, thanks so much. $10 says, hopefully you left Chair enough food and water to help make it through your extended absence. I know how much Chair and the wheel misses you very much. I know Wade's probably been going through some whip song withdrawals, so I apologize for that, Wade. But yeah. So we always we left the guinea pig with extra food. Chair Chair's not bringing in the dono, so it suffers with nothing. But yeah, the guinea pig, she's always fine for 2 or 3 days. We got like an auto feeder for her, so she'll be fine. But I miss the guinea pig too. I get back home to her. Talking to some World War people. Hopefully, we have the final debate, the headline debate, announced this week. That'll be nice if we get that announced, and then I'm starting to do some work for all of them behind the scenes with the actual debaters, participants. So I'll be talking to all of them soon. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So we'll talk more about that as we're streaming. And then um, I got a project coming up with my man Speakeasy. We're going to start again a project that I had before. I just got tied up, was unable to do it. And that is, we're going to do the no prep debates, where I will not know the topic and I will not know my opponent, and they will have time to prepare for me, and then it'll be on Speakeasy's channel. We're thinking of doing it after the new year begins, every other Thursday, I believe. So it'll be Speakeasy will set that all up, like whatever time, 9 or 10 o'clock. We'll start the show. I'll have no idea who my opponent is. They'll come on and give their opening statement, and we'll just go from there. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Speakeasy, is there we go. All right. Are we not men? Thanks. Yeah. Speakeasy's, I think, a tremendous moderator. He's got a lot of people behind the scenes that are really interested in debating on all sorts of topics. So I think it'll be a lot of fun. And here's the thing: one, I'm a good enough debater that I could do that. Second, the one-on-one debates are great, so I like that. But here's the real secret. Yes, it shows that I'm a talented debater, and everyone's like, "Wow, that's pretty good. You could do that good without prepping." But the real secret to it is I don't have to prep. That's the best part, right? There'll be no excuses. If I get blown out, I get blown out. But it's nice not having to prep. So when you're busy, what can what's an easy way to make content? Something like this. So I don't have to worry about getting ready for a debate 4 hours beforehand. Uh, I did see the promo video. It's fantastic. Speakeasy crushed it. So he's way on top of it, and I'm very happy that he was like, I was like, hey, I have this idea. He was like, yeah, man, let's do it. And I think he's a great guy for it. So yeah, I'll have a lot of fun collaborating. Plan is to do it every other week at first, and then we'll see if we can get a lot of interest. Then we'll start doing it, weekly. As far as I'm concerned, that's fine by me. And then I got some other stuff coming up with the Crucible as well. You know how that is, though. So Gizmo, thanks for the $5. That's a great idea to do a show with Speakeasy. Yeah, Speakeasy's great. Got to strengthen the hot dog arguments, though. I swear I was under the impression that I was taking Team Hamburger until, you know, that bastard Zach Gilpy was like, no, man, you're defending hot dogs. I thought I did an admirable job, by the way, on Team Hot Dog. Not in a million years would I voluntarily choose hot dog over hamburger, but there are times I feel like hot dogs over hamburgers. My son prefers hot dog over hamburger, but if he has a hamburger, it's just pickles. No cheese, just bun, burger patty, and a ton of pickles. Hot dog he likes with ketchup. Uh, but sometimes he feels like just a hot dog. His big thing lately, he calls it round bread. It's just soft tortilla shells. It's He's big into it. I'll be like, "What do you want?" Like, his mom's capable of cooking. I'm like an idiot. He'll be like, "I'm hungry." I'll be like, "Oh, we got." He loves cucumbers, so I get away with that half the time. And then he'll be like apples and bananas. He likes that. But then he'll be like, "I want a peanut butter sandwich." So I was looking for bread, and I was like, "What kind of bread do you want?" Like we had like, wheat bread or white, and he's like round bread. And I was like, "Oh, you just want tortilla? You just put peanut butter on that? That's no problem." He goes, "No, no peanut butter, just the bread." I was like, "Okay." So there you go. He had round bread. He ate a shitload of ramen noodles for dinner tonight. My mother-in-law made the best prime rib. Hank was like, "No thanks." He just wanted he just wanted ramen noodles. So I now obviously I've been very not very interested in news and politics here over the past few days, but I have seen this. What's his name? Nick Shirley, is that his name? This story out of Minnesota where he's just been going to these daycare centers. And it's like, okay, your daycare had registered 77 kids for last year. You got $2.2 million from the government. Uh, where are all the kids? It's surreal. It's absolutely surreal. And the people's take on X has been absolutely perfect. It's the very first thing that came to my mind. It's the same thing with you remember a couple years, maybe it was 2 years ago, maybe it was a year ago, when James O'Keefe was still with Project Veritas, or maybe it was when he just left and he did this big expose on Act Blue. And he would just knock door to door from publicly available records. And he'd be like, some trailer, and some old woman would come out and he would be like, "Hey, is your name so and so?" And she'd be like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Is it true that you've donated to like the Democratic Party?" "Yeah." And he's like, "How much?" She's like, "Oh, I think like $25." And he's like, "This says that you've made 643 donations of $100 to Act Blue. Is that true?" And she'll be like, "My gosh, no, I can't afford that. I live off Social Security." And both that case and this case, the first thought that comes to my head is like, wouldn't it be nice if we actually had a media? Wouldn't that be nice? Would it be nice if, like, I don't know, the New York Times or ABC or CBS or even Fox News, if they were sending people out doing news stories like this? Like, instead, what we have, even on the right, I'm not media. I'm a pundit. I commentate. And you're like, well, okay, a little more acceptable for me. I'm just some Joe Schmo YouTube guy. But what's Fox News' excuse? You can't get some like on the ground like journalist? Yeah, Shirley's crushing it. Now you mean to tell me that we're going to find out there's billions upon billions of dollars in fraud in Minnesota and no one in the local media picked it up? No one in the national media picked it up? Some dude, 23-year-old YouTube guy was like, you know what, I'm going to go check this out myself. I mean, it's surreal. And it's one of the things I always said about like when you watch the White House press correspondents dinner and they always celebrating themselves. We're the fourth estate and the media is so important. And I say this all the time. I'm like, they're right. If only we had a media. You're right. It is that important for an informed populace. But we don't have that. It's tremendous. It's just insane. But anyways, that was the news story that I was sort of oh, the chili cheese dog. Yeah, that's not a bad. Well, see, but that was I didn't get there, but Zach was already labeling the hot dog as shitty on its own, and it's just a vessel for condiments. So, anyways, I thought maybe I'm gonna operate or open up Little Mogadishu daycare center. I'll take my 2.2 million. Why not? That's all you have to do, apparently. That's surreal. You know, oh, what a nightmare. Meanwhile, I'm on here streaming, begging for money here, as some people have so eloquently put it. I should have just started a daycare center and made millions of dollars. Yeah, there's like 17 daycare centers in the one building, or healthcare facilities is what it was. 17 of them in one building. 17 different ones. It's unbelievable. Then another guy was doing an expose about, I saw about Somalian grocery stores right next to Somalian restaurants, like oftentimes attached. And so how they could exploit the sort of food stamp system to get like merchandise for their own restaurant. It's surreal. Little Norgadishu, not bad. Little Norgadishu, childcare. Except we have no vacancies, sorry, but we are so busy. So please keep sending those millions, government. Thanks so much. Praise be to Ilhan Omar and Tim Walz. Oh man. So no, it's been that's the news story that I've been slightly following. Obviously, the economic data is good. I think that's going to lead to declining interest rates, which probably will start to see inflation going up again. Although there are, I guess, benefits that comes with giving cheap money. But let's be honest, it's never dudes like me that get that benefit. And then if the tech bubble crashes, we'll see what that looks like. But I don't know. I guess you take the good while it lasts. And so far, the economic data looking pretty good for the end of the year here. The only other thing worth mentioning, I guess, is my wife's birthday is New Year's Eve. So I don't know that we have any plans. I asked her if she wants to like go out. I think last year we went to a movie with my son. Uh, so we'll see. We'll see what the plan is with that. But I'd like to do something nice for her, even if it's just a nice dinner. But she's like, I don't care. Well, whatever. It's just a birthday. So, but we'll see. We'll see what's up. So, there's a chance I won't be streaming New Year's Eve. Other than that, I should be streaming just about every night going forward here. Uh, Business owners give SNAP recipient 50% of SNAP benefits in cash, then use the SNAP to buy the food, sell in the restaurant store. Exactly. Give a little taste of that whip money. I can't even play whip songs right now. I'm just on the phone. Yeah, a few days off is nice. It's been nice, man. These past couple days not streaming's been nice. It's not that I dislike streaming, but it's nice knowing like I could be with family and friends, and I don't feel like, well, shit, it's 9 o'clock. I got to get running home so I can get ready for the show tonight. It's just nice not to have that timeline. Like even tonight, we got stuck here, and my wife's like, "Oh, we got to get home so you can stream." I was like, "The audience will get it. It's not worth risking driving in a freaking ice storm. just to get home to stream. So I was like, you know what? I could do, I don't have anything prepared, but I could talk for a half hour or so on the phone. Uh, you know, so I'm just, I mean, I'm 12 minutes away from my house, but basically towards the woods. But there was an there was a lot of ice and sleet, icy rain and sleet today, and I heard that the one road that I take to get back to my house was shut down. It might be open by now, but as of like an hour and a half ago, I don't think anyone wrecked. I think someone got stuck trying to get up the hill, so they had the road shut down. So we just decided not to risk it. So, and this is the same place I was leaving when I totaled my wife's car, hitting a deer a few months ago. So, you know, uh, yeah, good job, Nate. Yeah, it's no joke that you know. I did the yeah. What you guys did you like the airing of the grievances? By the way, my editor Black Elk is so awesome. Uh, Someone said, did you know? I think I was talking to Avarice yesterday. He's like, yeah, like you had a premiere up today. I was like, what? And I checked Black Elk's nailing it, putting stuff up. Justin Martin, $10. Thanks so much, man. I see what you're doing here, Rob. Chair showed you up one too many times. Had to switch to bed stream now. Very clever. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too. Good to see you, Dean. Yeah. So, thank you. I appreciate the Christmas wishes, and I know my family does as well. So it's been a great time. Like I said though, I am ready to get back to streaming and back to work. It's going to be a busy new year. I got a lot of stuff, man, planned with the Crucible for myself, through places like Word War. So, um, I think it's going to be a great year. Um, in addition to all of that, I got some calls here lined up mid January. I'm going to be in some meetings, and I'm going to try my best to get involved with some Pennsylvania campaigning in some tight races and see what I could do to try to win some of these swing areas, not just federal elections, but also state level elections. So I've been talking to some people in the PA Republican Party. I'm going to see what I could do with that. Now, a lot of that stuff's not going to be me putting my name out there, and you might not even hear about it on my show until afterwards. Uh, but that's not what it's about. It's not about oh Rob getting my name out there. It's about like, dude, we need to win these races. And I am committed more than ever. You know, I've seen a lot of the infighting, and rightfully so. A lot of the infighting I get. You know, if you're with Turning Point USA and Candace Owens is all but accusing you of taking out, you know, Charlie Kirk, I understand it. I understand why it'd be like, yeah, I'm not going to let that shit go. I get it. But for me, what I'm going to focus on is I'm trying to work with everyone possible that aligns with conservative values, at least even closely, to beat the left. I think the left is that insane at this point. So I'm going to do my best. And, you know, there might be people who are like, why is Rob, you know, working with this person or this group or that group? I'm telling you right now, because I'm committed. I don't care if the Daily Wire calls me tomorrow. You think I don't have issues with things Ben Shapiro said stuff? Of course I do. I don't care. I'm 100% full steam ahead. That's what I'm doing. So I don't give a shit. If it's Candace Owens people, if it's Tucker Carlson's people, if it's Ben Shapiro's people, if it's CPAC, if it's Turning Point USA, I don't care. If it's working with Scott Pressler, if it's working with like sort of establishment Republicans, if it's working with like the establishment Republican Party in Pennsylvania, whatever. I don't care. Personal grudges be damned. I'll have time once we crush these lefties 20 years from now. Then I'll have time to argue with all these people. I'll be 60. I don't know if I could raid via my phone. I've never done that. I could try. I could see what's up. Uh, but that's great. Great. All right. Well, then I'll stick with you for the next 5, 10 minutes or so until Andrew gets going over there. Um, yeah, I think me and Andrew got some exciting stuff planned coming up. Did everybody catch his interview on PBD, Patrick Bet David? And that's no joke. Andrew had one of the, that's a huge show, anyways. And when it came to the live viewers, Andrew had, I mean, he was right up there with the top guests that PBD has. I mean, it's Listen, Andrew's crushing it. I'm happy to be part of the Crucible, and more importantly, that I'm happy to be Andrew's friend. And it couldn't happen to a nicer guy. I think he's a tremendous guy, and I think you know when he might not talk about it as much as me, but I remember 3 years ago I was talking to Andrew on the phone one night, and he's giving me shit for being sort of libertarian esque, and I was like, yeah, well, what the fuck you want from me? I am what I am. And he's like, look, man, he's like, I don't give a shit. These lefties are so perverted. We were talking particularly about trans issues and transing of children and stuff. He's like, I don't give a shit, dude. He's like, libertarians need to come together. The Christian nationalists need to come together. The neocons need to come together. Like, whatever. And he's absolutely right. So, you don't always publicly work. Yeah, what's you don't always announce publicly like, yeah, I worked with these people in these projects and things like that. But I don't care. I will be announcing that stuff publicly because I think that I want to illustrate that it's important to be able to work with multiple varied groups. That not everyone agrees with. No one agrees exactly with me. No one. I don't agree with Andrew 100% of stuff. Doesn't matter. The core things that we believe and a lot of conservatives believe, I think, are worth fighting for. There was this dude on here that I was giving shit for, and part of it's getting myself amped up for the show, but part of it's also like just how I generally feel. Like I really dislike a lot of the neocon interventionist shit. I do. I don't like it. But am I willing to work with someone like that? If they're like, yeah, we're against this woke shit, and we're against like the corruption we see at the FBI and shit, sure, I guess. So yeah. But yeah, we got good great things coming up, and I'm really, yeah, 80% agreement's very high. It really is when you think about it. So I'm excited to keep hitting these lefties, like the corruption angle. I think the immigration angle. These are still winners. Look, the polling suggesting that Trump, it's two things, and we always have to remind ourselves. And you can remind me this the next time I'm on here yelling about Trump that I said this because it's true, and I do say this though, and I think I understand this. In general, we have our news cycle so fast now. It's not like it was even 20 years ago, where a bad news cycle could drain your entire administration. Now it's like whatever the news is 1 week, 2 weeks later, it's like we've almost all been Venezuelan strikes. Anyone? Even the left, are they really hitting that right now? Nope. Now it's on to the Epstein files. And 2 weeks from now, it'll be on to Kilmar Grego Garcia again. Right? Whatever. And then the other thing is that's even exponentially more true for Trump. It's just with Trump, it's like he they've sort of expended all of their like corruption bullshit about Trump for the past 8 years, and so now it's just like everybody's exacerbated with it. It's like, well, whatever. What are the chances we see Andrew Wilson on Joe Rogan's show? I would say decently high in the next year or so. I think, I don't have any foreknowledge or anything of that nature, but yeah, I think that there's a decent shot of that. Uh, yeah, well, Nigeria, I did vaguely hear this. I don't know enough to even commentate, but is it true? Trump ordered strikes in Nigeria. Is that true? That's how little I've been following the news. It's been Christmas. I've been hanging out with friends, and it was over the Christians being killed there. Huh, I don't know. I have mixed feelings. Obviously, yeah, screw ISIS, especially if they're butchering Christians. But another conflict. Uh, did Andrew hint he talked to Rogan last night? Oh, I don't know. I didn't see that. Could be true. I'll say this. Rogan's down there in Texas. All of the podcasters are. Rogan's down there, Crowder's down there, Alex Jones down there. So that's where a lot of people go. There or Florida because of the tax rates. So maybe Andrew's already talked to Joe Rogan. I don't know. But that's not anything I've been made Trump wished the dead terrorist Merry Christmas. I've been off of X, basically. So, Andrew, talk to Joe? Cool. All right, the Crucible's live. That's my cue. We'll get over there. Now, listen, if anyone wants to send a few more dollar donations on my way out the door for this stream where I did absolutely nothing, don't worry, I'll take it. I just want to say to you all, thank you all for your support. You're really tremendous. It's amazing that I could do this for a living, and it really means a lot. And I hope to make you proud going in for these last hurrah till the end of the year and then starting afresh in the new year. I really think I got a lot of stuff going on, and I hope that it makes you guys proud. So, and most importantly, I hope you all had a Merry Christmas and take time to think about what the season's really about. Thank you, Postal Joe, for the $5. So it's for some more round bread. Thank you. But think about the birth of Christ and what it's really about and spending time with your family and friends. So I hope that you do that. And then hopefully I'll see you all tomorrow night. Look at this. Tech the Gooch, $50 says, here you go, buddy, to a great new year. Thank you so much, man. Great to you as well. $5 away from 100. Just saying. Thank you guys so much. Head over to the Crucible. I don't know that I could raid because I'm on my phone. And I'm such an idiot. So, yeah, look, it's the holiday season. First off, no one ever has to feel obligated to donate. Orca speaks. $2 says bring back chair next time. He'll be back. uh, and but yeah, never feel guilty about donating. So head over to the Crucible. They're doing a show right now. So thank you to all my mods that poked in here. Thank you to everyone who donated, everyone who chatted, everyone who liked the stream. You guys are the best. I should be back tomorrow night. Crucible, right now, I'm just getting the message on my phone over on Rumble and on YouTube. There it is. The Gooch, $5. Go! Thank you so much, man. But yeah, head over to the Crucible's stream right now. All right, guys. We'll talk to you all soon. As always, have a good one.